Chapter 358. Just, this impurities and malice. Dragon Form Forging Body 5th Chapter. Although small accomplishment, Li Fuchen has a lot more impurities within the body. There are Monster Beast Blood Essence impurities, Blood Corpse Pill Malice. These impurities are not removed, his body will collapse sooner or later, or irreversible changes. Without relying on external forces, unless you can cultivate to the 6th chapter, you can refine impurities. The power of the 5th chapter of Dragon Form, the effect of refining impurities is too weak. Fortunately, this time the impurities are Blood Corpse Pill Malice. If it is the Monster Beast Blood Essence impurities, Li Fuchen's body, I am afraid it will not support. Growing up, Li Fuchen's face showed a confident smile. If it is outside, he may not be the opponent of Horned Demon King Blood Ancestor, but in the palace, unable to revolve True Spirit, he can completely crush Blood Ancestor and compete with Horned Demon King. The opportunity in the palace, at this moment, he can undoubtedly fight for it. Out of the room, Li Fuchen followed the palace passage and walked quickly. After a while, Li Fuchen came to a room that he had never seen before, with 2 pig monster stone statues guarding the door. The pig monster stone statue was resurrected and rushed towards Li Fuchen. Ping ping. Li Fuchen, who fought with his own will, played a lot of terrible means, and directly smashed the pig monster stone statue with 2 punches. Entering the room, Li Fuchen found a calligraphy treasure. Written on the calligraphy were 2 big black characters, Overturning Mountain. These 2 words, Overturning Mountain, gave people a feeling that the world was turning upside down. Just a glance at it made Li Fuchen feel a little dizzy. Good for a calligraphy treasure. Li Fuchen was shocked. In his opinion, this calligraphy treasure must have been written by a battle spirit realm expert. Otherwise, the martial art true meaning above would not be so terrible, enough to affect his spirit will. With this calligraphy treasure, maybe you can comprehend a set of incomplete earth-level martial art. Clear Sky Sword art and 9 revolving purple chi divine merit are also earth-level martial art, but only in the case of veined patterns. Li Fuchen can comprehend some fur is not bad, it is not very useful, and in Li Fuchen's view, perhaps the first odd martial artist has not been able to comprehend Clear Sky Sword art and 9 revolving purple chi divine merit cultivation to the extreme. Put away the calligraphy treasure, Li Fuchen continued to explore the palace. Red Tiger Battle Fist. At the door of a room, Thunder God Sect Supreme Grand Elder Yulai was fighting with 2 ox monster stone statues. The strength of these 2 ox monster stone statues far exceeds that of the leopard monster stone statue. If the blood ancestor comes over, 10 are not opponents. It is estimated that only Horned Demon King can suppress the ox monster stone statue. As a human, Yulai's physical strength should be similar to that of the blood ancestor, but at this moment, Yulai was actually suppressing the ox demon stone statue. Boom! A series of crimson fist auras hit the ox demon stone statue, splashing countless stone chips. No one knew that Yulai was still hiding a low-grade profound rank body refining fist technique. Body tempering fist technique, as the name suggested, was a fist technique that stimulated the power of chi and blood, suitable for close combat. With the same physical strength, there would be a huge gap between them with and without a body refining fist technique. It was just like the difference between martial artists of the same realm and whether they cultivated martial arts or not. Eastern Lean Continent, the body refining Dao is rare. The major sects basically only have the body refining cultivation technique inheritance. The body refining martial art is basically lost. Only the top 10 forces. There are some yellow level body refining martial art inheritance, but the profound level body refining martial art has been lost for hundreds of thousands of years. If true spirit is not restricted, the profound level low rank body refining fist technique Red Tiger Battle Fist has no effect at all. But now, in the case of true spirit being banned, the role of Red Tiger Battle Fist is reflected, enough to make Yulai break out several times the strength. Boom! An ox monster stone statue burst open and was destroyed into countless stones. After a few blinks of an eye, the other ox demon stone statue also burst open. Yulai swallowed a body refining medicine pill and walked into the room. A very strong stone statue. At the door of another room, Li Fuchen also encountered a strong enemy. This time the opponent is 2 bear monster stone statues. The strength of the bear monster stone statue can definitely crush the leopard monster stone statue. Among the stone statues that Li Fuchen has experienced, the dog monster stone statue is the weakest, followed by the wolf monster stone statue, the pig monster stone statue, and then the leopard monster stone statue. The strength of the bear monster stone statue is estimated to be similar to the tiger monster stone statue that has not yet been played. However, the speed is too slow. In Li Fuchen's consciousness, the bear monster stone statue is very slow, which is not as good as the leopard monster stone statue. The figure flashed, and Li Fuchen's right foot glowed with a pale golden luster, kicking on the head of the bear monster stone statue. Boom! Half of the bear monster stone statue's head burst open. Ping ping ping, pale golden rays of light, 2 bear monster stone statues have been kicked. Entering the room, Li Fuchen squinted. On the wall on the right side of the room, there is a small bookshelf with a secret book on it. Walking over, Li Fuchen took the secret book in his hand. The cover of the secret book is written with the words Iron Bone Fist. Iron Bone Fist? Li Fuchen opened the secret book. Iron Bone Fist, profound level high-rank body refining fist technique, condensing chi and blood into steel, invincible. It's actually body refining fist technique? Li Fuchen was taken aback. Body refining martial art is almost lost in Eastern Lin continent. It is estimated that only the top 10 forces inherit some low-level body refining martial art. It can be cultivated. Li Fuchen thought about it and decided to cultivate Iron Bone Fist. As long as you cultivate Iron Bone Fist to the entry stage, his strength can be improved by at least a few %, and cultivation to small accomplishment can at least double. Although I have never cultivated body refining martial art and body refining cultivation technique are of the same origin, and cultivation is not difficult. After a while, Li Fuchen's Iron Bone Fist reached the entry stage. A punch out, the surface of the fist will condense a layer of light black chi and blood, like a black glove, with the power of invincibility. The power has increased by almost 40%. Li Fuchen secretly thought. Did not leave, Li Fuchen continued to cultivate Iron Bone Fist. The increase of 40% in power cannot satisfy Li Fuchen. The palace is inexplicably dangerous, plus Horned Demon King. Li Fuchen feels that he needs to greatly improve his strength. Half a day later, Iron Bone Fist finally reached the small accomplishment realm. At this time, when the Iron Bone Fist is activated, the surface of the fist will condense a layer of light black chi and blood, and the power is almost doubled. Now facing Horned Demon King, it is enough to fight. Before, Li Fuchen was only confident to compete with Horned Demon King, which was because he had a superb consciousness and could judge the opponent's movements in advance. But now, Li Fuchen is confident to break the opponent's defense. Of course, Li Fuchen is not confident that he can beat Horned Demon King. The strength of level 5 demon is still a strange field for Li Fuchen. Another day passed, and Li Fuchen's Iron Bone Fist attainments were rapidly improved. The soul reached the blue level, which greatly improved his perception and crowned the entire Eastern Lin continent. His extraordinary consciousness allowed him to know himself like the back of his hand. In addition, he has already cultivated the Dragon Form Forging Body 5th chapter to small accomplishment, and the foundation is solid. Various factors led to Li Fuchen's cultivation of Iron Bone Fist, without the slightest bottleneck, all the way. It took a total of 3 days for Li Fuchen to cultivate Iron Bone Fist to the Great Accomplishment realm. A punch, the power increased by more than 5 times. My foundation is too strong, and the increase of more than 5 times is already very exaggerated. If there is no cultivation Dragon Form Forging Body chapter, it is easy to increase more than 10 times. With Iron Bone Fist cultivation to great accomplishment, Li Fuchen is not ready to continue cultivation. Between great accomplishment and body refining true meaning, the gap is huge, and it is impossible to comprehend Iron Bone Fist's true meaning for a while, not to mention, with his current strength, there is no need to continue cultivation. Damn Horned Demon King, damn Li Fuchen. In a small inconspicuous room, Blood Ancestor is secretly healing. At this moment his chi and blood are weak and his body is withered. Because true spirit can't be used inside the palace. He can't open the storage pouch and take out the million blood bead to nourish qi and blood. He can only squeeze the qi and blood deep in the body to heal. Fortunately, his qi and blood are strong, and squeezing qi and blood is only a little damage to origin qi, which is not a big deal. Just as Blood Ancestor was healing, the palace once again welcomed a group of explorers. They are Profound Tool Sect Supreme Grand Elder Guyun, one of the owners of Monster and Demon 10 territories, Blood Demon King and Evil Fist Sect Master Evil King. 3 people entered the palace one after another, and there was no fight between them. Profound Tool Sect Supreme Grand Elder Guyun is a red-haired majestic old man, whose body is covered with red tool mark, and whose muscles are exaggerated. I saw him punch out, and the 2 pig monster stone statues burst open, and they couldn't stop the power of his punch. This place is really my blessed land. Here, even if it is Evil King, I have confidence to fight it. Guyun grinned. Physical strength has always been his biggest advantage. In the outside world, even Evil King can't hurt him in a short time. Blood Qi broke out, and the 2 wolf monster stone statues were just resurrected and crushed into pieces by a blood shadow. Blood Demon King, as the owner of Blood Demon territory, is second only to Petrification Queen, plus his demon talent is absolutely a terrifying existence, and even Blood Ancestor has to be honest in front of him. But what they don't know is that Evil King is more terrible than them. Strolling in the palace passage, Evil King with a golden mask came to the front of the 2 tiger monster stone statues. The tiger monster stone statue was resurrected and rushed to the Evil King with its teeth and claws. Evil King's body did not move, the right index finger stretched out, and the speed of the naked eye was hard to see, respectively, on the foreheads of the 2 tiger monster stone statues. Boom! The 2 tiger monster stone statues burst, and the gravel flew. Too weak. Evil King shook his head. His strength is all around strong. In the outside world, he is invincible continent. In the palace, he is also invincible continent. No one knows that in addition to Demon Dao cultivation base, he also cultivates an Earth-level low-rank body refining cultivation technique and a profound level middle-rank body refining martial art. Otherwise, he can't be absolute strength, invincible continent. Dead. The palace is very big, and Li Fuchen can't meet Horned Demon King and others for the next few days. Chapter 359. These days, Li Fuchen has gained a lot of benefits in various rooms. There was a treasure that contained the Earth-class martial art intent, a Mystic-class high-tier body refinement fist art, the notes of a battle spirit realm expert, a sharp horn that was suspected to be a level 6 demonic beast, and a cardinal artifact. All kinds of benefits were enough to make any reincarnation realm martial artist crazy. Out of the room, Li Fuchen followed the palace passage and continued to explore. Well, far away, Li Fuchen's consciousness perceived a powerful existence. It's Yu Lai. The next moment, Li Fuchen knew the identity of the other party. It is Thunder God Sect Supreme Grand Elder Yu Lai. In the outside world, Yu Lai is definitely the top-level expert. Except for Evil King and Petrification Queen, it seems that there is no existence that can suppress him. Soon, Yu Lai also perceived the existence of Li Fuchen. You actually recovered. Yu Lai was very surprised. He clearly saw that Blood Ancestor turned Li Fuchen into a blood corpse. Li Fuchen smiled faintly and did not speak. Yu Lai's face changed, and immediately, with a smile on his face, "Little friend is really good, can escape from the hands of Blood Ancestor. If this method is spread, it is enough to be famous." In his opinion, Li Fuchen should have some opportunities, so he can escape from the hands of Blood Ancestor. Yu Senior is overpraising. Although there is no good feeling for Yu Lai, Li Fuchen does not want to offend the other side, and the tone is not humble. Hear this, Yu Lai sneered in the heart, secretly thinking that the other party is big, replaced by another younger generation. The other party actually did not move, which made him slightly annoyed. Continue to smile, Yu Lai said, "Little friend should have a lot of gains in the palace. Old man is willing to buy the things that little friend got for 1,000 low-grade spirit stones, anything." 1,000 low-grade spirit stones is not a small number, and the ordinary shedding body realm low-rank martial artist has so many low-grade spirit stones. Li Fuchen frowned and faintly said, "Senior Yu Fuchen, this strength can live to the present is good. How can there be any harvest? Let Senior Yu disappointed. 1,000 low-grade spirit stones to buy what he got. Do you think he is a bumpkin? Anything here is worth more than 1,000 low-grade spirit stones." Even the secret book of the Iron Bone Fist, which was useful in the palace and useless in the outside world, was worth more than 1,000 low-grade spirit stones because it was rare, not to mention other things. Yu Lai's expression turned cold. "Little friend, don't be greedy. 1,000 low-grade spirit stones is not a small amount. If it is an ordinary place, he can't put down his face to covet Li Fuchen's things, but here is the Black Heaven Sect ruins, anything valuable, maybe it can make his strength grow, he naturally can't let it go. Senior Yu Fuchen really didn't find anything. Unless it was absolutely necessary, Li Fuchen didn't want to offend Yu Lai. He wasn't afraid of Yu Lai here. Once he exited the palace hall, even dozens of him wouldn't be a match for Yu Lai. You refuse a toast only to be forced to drink a forfeit. Since you insist on going about things the wrong way, don't blame me for being ruthless. Yu Lai was furious in his heart. He had already given the other party enough face, but the other party was still stubborn. This made him lose face. A scarlet-red fist light flashed and Yu Lai blasted a punch at Li Fuchen. He must obtain this item. As for Li Fuchen's life or death, he didn't care. Senior, aren't you being too rude? Li Fuchen's expression was also cold, and a punch went up. The two fists collided, creating a ripple in the void, and a huge force rebounded back at the two of them. Li Fuchen did not move. Yu Lai stepped back a dozen steps, his face was green and white, and he looked at Li Fuchen incredulously. Yu Lai was actually beaten back by a punch. To know the punch just now, he used Red Tiger Battle Fist. Little bastard, die. Yu Lai was angry, the soles of his feet, the body was like an arrow, the fist was like an arrow, and he blasted Li Fuchen again. Go back. Li Fuchen is also a little annoyed. He only used a small part of the strength in the punch just now. In order to save some face for Yu Lai, after all, the other party is the continent's apex expert, and his life-saving ability must be very strong. Li Fuchen is not sure to kill the other party, and killing the other party is not good for himself. Numerous sect also needs apex expert like Yu Lai. A punch blasted out, Li Fuchen added some strength. Crackle and rattle. The two fists have not yet touched, and the sound of crackling has been heard in the void. This time, the countershock is more than a few times. Li Fuchen's body is slightly shaken, and his face is as usual. Yu Lai is upside down, the body chi and blood are boiling, and the blood in the throat is coming up. This is impossible? Yu Lai gnashed his teeth and stared at Li Fuchen. He is the dignified Thunder God sect Supreme Grand Elder. He is not an opponent of Li Fuchen. Even if he can't use true spirit, he should crush the opponent. This makes him unacceptable. Senior Yu, don't force me again, said Li Fuchen, and Yu Lai passed by. Yu Lai resisted the urge to shoot. He had to admit that he was not an opponent of Li Fuchen without using true spirit. But when he went out, he would settle it with the other party. Without waiting for Yu Lai to make a move, Li Fuchen breathed a sigh of relief, some regret, and some luck. If Yu Lai continues to fight, he will definitely give the other side a thunderous blow. In that case, there are two endings. First, Yu Lai is dead, and numerous sect strength is greatly damaged. Second, Yu Lai is seriously injured and hates him, Li Fuchen. After going out, life is not easy, maybe it will involve Azure Billow sect. These two results are actually not what Li Fuchen wants to see. There are many rooms in the palace, and basically each room has a treasure. Li Fuchen was lucky and got a total of 9 treasures. If it wasn't for the fact that many rooms were empty, he could get more treasures. The only thing that made him a little regretful was that so far, he had not found an Earth-level secret book. Unconsciously, Li Fuchen came to the core of the palace. The core of the palace is surrounded by a small river, like a moat. On the small river, There are many small bridges, each of which has 18 stone lions. 18 stone lions? Li Fuchen did not dare to be careless. He doesn't know the strength of the stone lion, but it is definitely stronger than the tiger monster stone statue, otherwise it will not be used to guard here. Try it first. Li Fuchen stepped on the bridge. Kakaka kakaka. 18 stone lions were resurrected and rushed to Li Fuchen. Both fists were covered with black qi and blood layers, and Li Fuchen punched the first stone lion. Boom! Li Fuchen took 3 steps back, and the stone lion was broken. It's really strong, much stronger than the tiger monster stone statue. The thought flashed, Li Fuchen, figure like the wind, rushed to the center of the bridge. With his consciousness, these stone lions' every move is under his control, and due to the limited space, the stone lions that can attack him at the same time will not exceed 3. Ping 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 ping. Li Fuchen leaps and shifts, easily avoiding the attack of a stone lion, and every time he punches, he will definitely hit a stone lion. For a time, the gravel is flying everywhere, and the stone is splashing. But at the moment when Li Fuchen rushed to the bridge, Horned Demon King, Profound Tool Sect Supreme Grand Elder Gu Yun, Blood Demon King and Evil Fist Sect Master Evil King came to the core of the palace. Seeing Li Fuchen on the bridge, several people were a little surprised. Horned Demon King grinned. He couldn't kill Blood Ancestor before, but he also made Blood Ancestor seriously injured. A Li Fuchen, even if it is better than Blood Ancestor, it is not much better. Horned Demon King rushed to the bridge where Li Fuchen was, intending to destroy Li Fuchen first. Buzz. On the bridge, the void trembled, and the Horned Demon King vomited blood and flew out. What happened? Horned Demon King's face is cloudy and uncertain. As soon as he got close to the bridge where Li Fuchen was, he felt an invisible force bombarding him. Can one person only get on a small bridge? Evil King is thoughtful. Glancing at the back, Li Fuchen secretly thought it was not good. These people are all the continent's top expert, especially Evil King, which is the continent's first expert. Monster and demon 10 territories and numerous sect are very afraid and dare not be easy to be an enemy. No matter what, let's cross the bridge first. On the opposite side of the bridge, there is a temple, and intuition tells Li Fuchen that there must be a treasure inside. Go up. Seeing this scene, Gu Yun, Blood Demon King, and Evil King hurriedly rushed to the nearest bridge. Immediately, Horned Demon King also chose a small bridge and rushed up. For a time, the war on the 5 small bridges continued, not very lively. 1, 2. In a short time, Li Fuchen has broken 6 stone lions. Glancing at the other 4, Li Fuchen found that Horned Demon King only broke 2 stone lions, Gu Yun broke 3, and Blood Demon King was also 3. On the contrary, Evil King had broken 4 stone lions and chased Li Fuchen. A little faster. Since it has been forced into a desperate situation, Li Fuchen can't care so much, can only try to fight for opportunities. Iron Bone Fist pushed to the limit. This time, Li Fuchen is not the ordinary strength of qi and blood within the body, but the strength of dragon form. Dragon Form Forging Body Chapter Cultivation to the 5th chapter Small Accomplishment. Li Fuchen's strength of qi and blood is particularly powerful, but compared with the strength of dragon form, it is still a dwarf. It's just that the strength of dragon form, after all, is only 1,500 filaments, used a little less, want to increase again, I don't know how many precious resources to consume. Therefore, Li Fuchen is not willing to consume the strength of dragon form unless it is a last resort. That is, before the cultivation of Iron Bone Fist, there is little strength of dragon form consumed. The strength of dragon form condensed into the Iron Bone Fist, the power skyrocketed, a punch, a stone lion directly exploded, dust filled. Speed up! Evil King's eyes flickered, and the strength of his fist increased to the limit. Seriously, Evil King's strength in the palace is stronger than Li Fuchen, but after all, it is late. 9 heads. 10 heads. 15 heads. 17 heads. Li Fuchen looked sideways. Evil King had also broken 16 stone lions at this time, only 1 less than him. Break for me. The dark golden luster on the fist surged, and Li Fuchen punched the last stone lion's head. Katsa. The stone lion was pierced. Was. Li Fuchen jumped off the bridge and flew towards the hall. Katsa. Chapter 360. The hall is a hall with a length and width of 100 feet. The hall door is closed. When Li Fuchen approached, the hall door slammed open, and thousands of treasure lights rushed out, making people unable to open their eyes. Li Fuchen closed his eyes and swept his consciousness in. The next moment, Li Fuchen saw the situation inside the hall. There were a total of 8 crystal pillars inside the main hall. Each crystal pillar had a hole in it, and inside each hole was an item. There was a silver-scaled armor, a pitch-black glove, a black cloak, and a mysterious metal plate. There were 8 treasures in total. These 8 treasures are obviously more precious than the treasures obtained in the room. The silver-scaled treasure armor, if Li Fuchen guessed it, should be the Earth-level treasure armor. The pitch-black glove should be the Earth-level weapon. The black cloak should also be the Earth-level cloak, but in Li Fuchen's consciousness scan, the mysterious metal plate is the most precious. Li Fuchen's consciousness is close, and suddenly feels a vast aura like the sky. Must get one. Li Fuchen is now riding a tiger. Exposed his identity, even if he doesn't grab these treasures, after going out, he will become a thorn in the eyes of everyone. Simply go all out to compete for treasures. As for what will happen in the future, leave it to fate. Without any hesitation, Li Fuchen swept into the hall and came to the crystal pillar with the silver-scaled treasure armor. This silver-scaled treasure armor is at least the Earth-level low-rank treasure armor, and with his body defense, it is enough to push his defense to an extremely terrible level. In the face of the future dilemma, defense is the most important. After all, the strength is improved, and it can't beat these continent top expert. Just as Li Fuchen was close to the silver-scaled treasure armor, the crystal pillars suddenly flashed, and a silver-scaled monster wolf rushed to Li Fuchen. This silver-scaled monster wolf is clearly level 5 apex monster beast, but Li Fuchen can see that there is no life aura on the other side, and there is no monster chi, just pure monster body strength. Without retreating or avoiding, Li Fuchen and the silver-scaled monster wolf fought together. Very strong defense. After a few fights, Li Fuchen was surprised. The defense of this silver-scaled monster wolf is extremely powerful. His iron-boned fist strength bombarded on the other side, but it couldn't hurt the other side. He doesn't know if the real level 5 apex monster beast is so powerful. Die! Evil King quickly followed him into the hall. He didn't choose another crystal pillar and blasted a fist at Li Fuchen instead. 8 treasures, 1 less for each treasure. Li Fuchen was just a junior and didn't have the qualifications to contest for the treasures with him. Damn it. Li Fuchen was attacked from the front and back, and suddenly some flustered, but compared with the silver-scaled monster wolf, Evil King was obviously more dangerous, so Li Fuchen immediately turned around and punched Evil King. Bang! The huge force spread. Li Fuchen stepped back a dozen steps, just into the silver-scaled monster wolf's attack range. Silver-scaled demon wolf bit on Li Fuchen's shoulder. Like the sound of gold and stone hitting, the silver-scaled monster wolf failed to bite through Li Fuchen's shoulder and only bit the level 5 monster beast leather armor. It's all right. Li Fuchen's unpleasant expression eased up a little. His body defense has been able to resist the full attack of Shedding Body Realm 3rd layer martial artist. This silver-scaled monster wolf has no monster chi, simply with the strength of the monster body to bite him, naturally cannot bite through his defense, but it is a pity that level 5 monster beast leather armor. Level 5 monster beast leather armor, although not as good as the Earth-level treasure armor, it is also quite precious leather armor. This child's body defense is so strong? Evil King's eyes burst with a terrible light. He found that he had underestimated Li Fuchen. The other's body defense clearly has reached the continent's top level, is no weaker than level 5 demon. Of course, level 5 demon can only be matched with demon chi to bring the defense to the limit. This true spirit or monster chi is not as good as demon chi. I have to see your body defense. To what extent? Evil King naturally will not stop here. The figure flashed, like a ghost appeared on the right side of Li Fuchen, and a claw grabbed. A strong body refining true meaning. Li Fuchen felt 2 different body refinement intense from the Evil King. One should be body refining cultivation technique true meaning, and the other is body refining claw technique true meaning. There is no true meaning, the difference is very big. It is estimated that this is the main reason why Evil King can dominate Eastern Lean continent. Li Fuchen has to deal with silver-scaled monster wolf and deal with Evil King. Even if the consciousness is superb, the body can't react. After a few fights, Evil King suddenly grabbed the chest and abdomen position. Level 5 monster beast leather armor is like a cloth, which is torn into pieces by Evil King. Fortunately, there are only a few bloodstains on the body, and the flesh is not damaged. The body's strength really reached the level 5 demon level. If you can use True Spirit, Evil King will not put level 5 demon in the eyes. One-on-one, he is fully confident to break the level 5 demon defense. Next, under the attack of Evil King and silver-scaled monster wolf, Li Fuchen has no power to resist. Fortunately, silver-scaled monster wolf sometimes attacks Evil King, otherwise Li Fuchen will be more embarrassed. Evil King, why waste time on me? They are coming in, Li Fuchen calmly said. He doesn't believe that Evil King can't distinguish the importance. Compared with the treasure, dealing with himself is just a trivial matter. You are right, I have to say that your luck is very good. I hope that you will have such good luck next. Evil King naturally knows the importance, and he immediately stops and sweeps to the crystal pillar with a black cloak. To deal with Li Fuchen, there is no hurry. When he goes out, who he wants to deal with, but in a thought, even numerous sect can't stop him. When Evil King left, Li Fuchen breathed a sigh of relief. Although Evil King can't break his defense, it can already scratch blood on him. If it takes a long time, it may be life-threatening. Without Evil King, Li Fuchen is much easier to deal with silver-scaled monster wolf. Silver-scaled monster wolf's monster body is strong, his body is stronger, and he is in an invincible position and can completely consume the opponent. Peng peng peng. Strength of dragon form, Li Fuchen's fists are covered with dark golden chi and blood layer, and punches are bombarded on silver-scaled monster wolf. Gradually, the silver scales on the surface of the silver-scaled monster wolf began to break. It was just as Li Fuchen was pressing the silver-scaled monster wolf, Blood Demon King and Profound Tool Sect Supreme Grand Elder Guyun rushed in. Maybe as a human and a member of numerous sect, Guyun did not shoot Li Fuchen, but Blood Demon King grinned, pulled out a spike from the body, and fiercely stabbed Li Fuchen. Li Fuchen was very angry and turned to meet the spike. Hong! With the hardest place to bombard the spike, Li Fuchen's fist was unscathed and forced Blood Demon King to retreat a few steps. Hey! Blood Demon King was shocked. A human junior actually possessed such a powerful body. It was truly inconceivable. Go to hell. However, Blood Demon King is not Horned Demon King. In the talent of chi and blood, even Blood Ancestor is afraid. I saw him groan, and a blood chi poured into the spike. The next moment, the surface of the spike was covered with blood chi and eventually gathered at the tip of the spike, again stabbing Li Fuchen. This time, the dark golden chi and blood layer on Li Fuchen's fist was pierced through a small hole, and the blood gurgled out. Worthy is Blood Demon King, actually restrains body refining martial artist. The strength of dragon form is pushed to the limit, and the dark golden chi and blood layer on the surface of Li Fuchen's fist is more and more brilliant. Before he only mobilized a trace of strength of dragon form, now he can mobilize the strength of dragon form, all gathered on the fist. However, in this way, the consumption of strength of dragon form suddenly increased. Basically, every breath will consume a trace of strength of dragon form. Dang dang dang. The sound of the metal and stone hit, and the spike of the Blood Demon King could no longer pierce Li Fuchen's iron bone chi and blood layer. This kid is really troublesome to deal with. The Blood Demon King's face turned serious. Given time, he was confident that he could slowly exhaust Li Fuchen to death, but the Evil King and Guyun were already fighting there. Wasting time on Li Fuchen was not worth it. Consider yourself lucky. In the end, Blood Demon King gave up dealing with Li Fuchen and ran to a crystal pillar not far away. The Horned Demon King was the last to arrive at the hall. Originally planning to deal with Li Fuchen, he rolled his eyes and suddenly gave up on this idea. He wasn't stupid. Since the others didn't deal with Li Fuchen, it meant that Li Fuchen still had some ability. There was no need to waste time. Seeing this, Li Fuchen breathed a sigh of relief. If Horned Demon King comes again, his progress will be much slower. Puchi, Puchi, Puchi. The evil king was incomparably powerful. His fierce and ruthless claw techniques would leave cracks on the bat-winged beasts' bodies from time to time. After a dozen claws, the evil king finally defeated the bat-winged beasts and got the black cloak. It's actually an Earth-level middle-rank cloak. The evil king's eyes flashed. Compared with weapons and armor, this special treasure is more precious. Putting on the black cloak, the evil king looked at the crystal pillar with the pitch-black gloves. Evil Fist sect is good at fist technique, and his fist technique is even more tyrannical. An Earth-level glove is enough to make his strength reach a new level. Just after the evil king selected the second target, Li Fuchen finally solved the silver-scaled monster wolf. With a punch, Li Fuchen broke the neck bone of the silver-scaled monster wolf. Taking off the silver-scaled treasure armor, Li Fuchen's consciousness invaded. After a while, Li Fuchen's face showed joy. This silver-scaled treasure armor is really the Earth-level treasure armor. And it is the Earth-level middle-rank treasure armor. Although the treasured armor required true chi to activate in order to display its greatest defense, it itself was also indestructible and possessed an extremely strong defensive power. Pulling off the level 5 monster beast leather armor, Li Fuchen put on the silver-scaled treasure armor. With the silver-scaled treasure armor, Li Fuchen is confident that no one can threaten him in this palace, only he can threaten others. Which is the second target? With the silver-scaled treasure armor, Li Fuchen faces a choice. There are 2 choices for him, and he must choose one. And it's basically the last one. 8 treasures, but it's very fast. In the end, Li Fuchen chose the mysterious metal plate. Although the role of this metal plate is unknown, and it can't be seen what it is, but it gives Li Fuchen the deepest feeling, maybe it is a great secret treasure. Chapter 361. Guarding the metal plate is a large python. Seeing Li Fuchen approaching, its upper body is raised. A bite to Li Fuchen, the speed is as fast as lightning. Moving half a meter sideways, Li Fuchen avoids the direct attack of the large python and punches the other's head. Clang. As if smashed on a huge metal ball, Li Fuchen felt a slight numbness in his arm. This large python's monster body defense, I am afraid it exceeds level 5 demon. Li Fuchen secretly complained. The defense of level 5 demon is extremely terrifying. Even now, he is only barely able to defeat Horned Demon King. On the Blood Demon King, it is not necessarily an opponent. The defense of this great python actually exceeds level 5 demon. It is not so easy to defeat it. Glancing, Li Fuchen saw that Evil King was about to solve the second goal, and others had already suppressed their opponents. I can't wait for them to succeed, I must finish it quickly. With the silver-scaled treasure armor, Li Fuchen thinks that everyone together may not be able to beat him, but he cannot take risks. Who knows if Evil King will hide a powerful trump card? Iron Bone Splitting Soul. Li Fuchen left and right fists. The skin surface suddenly cracked open, and immediately, the bright dark golden luster gushed out, like a solidified magma wrapped in Li Fuchen's fist. This is the unique skill of the Iron Bone Fist, which consumes strength of chi and blood or strength of dragon form. If Li Fuchen used to consume a strength of dragon form every time he breathed, now he consumes at least 3 strength of dragon form every time he breathes. To know that his body now has only 1,200 strength of dragon form, even the body defense has dropped a little. A breath of 3 strength of dragon form, it will not take long, the strength of dragon form in his body will be exhausted. At that time, his body defense, it is estimated that it can only resist the full attack of Shedding Body Realm First Layer Martial Artist. Be sure to solve the large python in a short time. Li Fuchen flew up and blasted a fist on the head of the large python. This time, Li Fuchen's fist seems to be corrosive, smashing a fist mark on the head of the large python. Worthy is the Iron Bone Fist unique skill. Li Fuchen raised his brows. The consumption of 3 power of dragon form in a breath makes his attack power reach a very terrible level. In the case of close combat, even without true spirit or any trump card, he can fight with the unrestricted shedding body realm 4th layer martial artist. Of course, the premise is that he is wearing the silver scaled treasure armor. Without the silver scaled treasure armor, his body defense can only resist the unrestricted shedding body realm 3rd layer martial artist full attack, cannot withstand the shedding body realm 4th layer martial artist full attack. And he can only fight close combat with shedding body realm 4th layer martial artist in a short time. When the power of dragon form is exhausted, he will be beaten back to the original shape. Li Fuchen guessed that perhaps this was the decline of the body refinement path or one of the main reasons why it had become a support path. Prolonged battles weren't good. Boom boom boom. Li Fuchen, who was bursting with all his strength, smashed fist marks on the head of the large python again and again. But at the same time, Li Fuchen's strength of dragon form is also rapidly consumed. It made Li Fuchen's heart ache. Break. On the other side, Evil King had already killed his second target and obtained the black gloves. Without caring about Li Fuchen, Evil King came to the front of the 3rd crystal pillar. At this stage, he had to get a few more treasures first. As for Li Fuchen, he had a way to deal with it after going out. Just as Evil King solved the second target, Blood Demon King also solved the first target and got a treasure. His eyes flickered and wandered over Evil King, Horned Demon King, and Li Fuchen Gyun. Evil King doesn't want to provoke. Horned Demon King, like him, is a member of Monster and Demon 10 territories. He naturally can't have internal strife. There are only Li Fuchen and Gyun left. Gyun, as Profound Tool Sect Supreme Grand Elder, has a high body defense and is stronger than their level 5 demon. It is definitely a hard bone to bite. In comparison, Li Fuchen is undoubtedly the best choice. Don't worry, wait until he is about to solve the large python. Blood Demon King is very insidious and cunning. Looking at the actions of Blood Demon King, Li Fuchen frowned. This Blood Demon King is definitely second only to Evil King. It's not a good thing to be stared at by the other side. Soon, Gyun also solved the first target. He glanced around and finally put it on Li Fuchen. In front of the treasure, even if it is a friend, it will have some thoughts, let alone just a junior. Katsa. The fist mark on the head of the large python is getting more and more. Gradually, the defense of the large python has dropped a bit, and there are countless cracks on the head. Dead. Blood Demon King turned into a blood shadow and rushed to Li Fuchen. Gyun did not give up, but also sprinted over. Come on. How strong is Li Fuchen's spirit will? At the critical moment, he is not in a hurry. His hands suddenly hold the head of the large python, and then violently shake. The huge body of the large python was thrown out by Li Fuchen and smashed into Blood Demon King and Gyun. Blood Demon King and Gyun shot at the same time and hit the large python. The large python was on the verge of collapse. In the face of the full attack of the two, the body suddenly stiffened and lost its mobility. At the same time, outside the crystal pillar in front of Li Fuchen, the crystal light dissipated. Li Fuchen shot like electricity and took the metal plate. Court death. Blood Demon King was furious, pulled out a spike, and threw it at Li Fuchen. Ding. The spike failed to penetrate Li Fuchen's silver-scaled treasure armor, but its powerful force still acted on Li Fuchen and sent Li Fuchen flying. The treasure is in hand, it's time to leave. Li Fuchen took advantage of this force and quickly approached the door of the temple. Don't go. Gyun's red tool mark lit up and the speed broke out, chasing Li Fuchen. However, Li Fuchen is not slow, and the feet are pale golden, and the first step is out of the temple. Along the small bridge that was passed before, Li Fuchen left the core of the palace. Behind, Gyun and Blood Demon King chased after. Strength of dragon form, there are more than 800 filaments, a lot, but not much. First look at this metal plate. What is it? Taking advantage of his speed, Li Fuchen took out the metal plate from his arms and explored it with consciousness. Buzz. The next moment, Li Fuchen felt that he had come to a vast void, all around, and it was difficult to distinguish the direction. Looking down, Li Fuchen saw two black shadows, one big and one small, and the big one was 100 times the size of the small one. Staring at the small black shadow, Li Fuchen took a closer look. The black shadow immediately enlarged, but it was a huge continent. Looking again, Li Fuchen found that this continent was Eastern Lin Continent. Because Li Fuchen saw Star Fate Mountain. What is this secret treasure? Li Fuchen was taken aback. While distracted, Li Fuchen continued to explore the metal plate. Looking away from Eastern Lin Continent, Li Fuchen looked at another black shadow. This black shadow was about 100 times larger than Eastern Lin Continent. As Li Fuchen consciousness concentrates, this black shadow begins to enlarge. It is also a continent, a huge continent, and Eastern Lin Continent is like a small island compared to it. Li Fuchen mood ups and downs, he really wants to know what secret treasure this metal plate is. Consciousness extends upward and extends into the depths of the void. The next moment, Li Fuchen knows what secret treasure it is. Continent transmission plate, space transmission secret treasure, can be transmitted to any continent in the transmission plate, transmission method, can swallow spirit stone origin chi, can also accumulate heaven and earth origin chi, need refining to use. After getting the information about the metal plate, Li Fuchen was shocked. This metal plate is actually a space transmission secret treasure. With this secret treasure, it is not possible to travel between the two continents. To know that between the continent and the continent, there is an endless sea. There are countless monster beasts in the endless sea. According to records, low-level continents generally do not have a powerful martial artist, such as Eastern Lin Continent. The strongest martial artist is Shedding Body Realm martial artist. Thousands of years ago, there were martial artists beyond Shedding Body Realm, but later they disappeared one by one. And the Endless Sea, there is no such restriction. In the Endless Sea, Level 5 Monster Beast is nothing at all. Level 6 Monster Beast is numerous, and Level 7 Monster Beast is also a lot of cow hair. There are Level 8 Monster Beast and Level 9 Monster Beast that rules the sea area. Demonic beasts actually had other names, such as Level 5 Demonic Beasts were generally Great Demonic Beasts, Level 6 Demonic Beasts could be called Demonic Generals, and Level 7 Demonic Beasts were called Demonic Kings. Li Fuchen didn't know any higher, because East Lin Continent didn't have any records. Horned Demon King, Blood Demon King, Evil King, and others call themselves kings. In fact, only in Eastern Lin Continent, leaving Eastern Lin Continent, one by one is just an ant. In addition, according to records, in the Endless Sea, there are many continents. It is very dangerous to cross the Endless Sea and come to another continent. This is very dangerous for the expert beyond Shedding Body Realm martial artist. Shedding Body Realm martial artist wants to go to another continent, basically courting death. I don't know how much spirit stone or heaven and earth origin chi will be consumed to teleport to another continent. Li Fuchen consciousness scan, and soon found an origin chi pool in the depths of the void. Origin chi pool is very large, and it is full of liquid heaven and earth origin chi. For a time, Li Fuchen can't tell how much origin chi there is, but he can feel that the origin chi in the origin chi pool is very vast. When his consciousness gets close, it is immediately shattered by the fluctuations of the origin chi pool. In the depths of the void, Li Fuchen found a metal ball. The metal ball rotates slowly, with countless mysterious veined patterns on it. Consciousness invades it. Li Fuchen instantly understands that this metal ball is the core of the transmission disk. As long as the metal ball is refined, it can be transmitted to another continent through the transmission disk. I don't know how to refine. Li Fuchen's consciousness retreated from the transmission disk and swept back. Gu Yun and Blood Demon King had already caught up. You lie, stop him. Just then Gu Yun screamed. Li Fuchen looked forward. Thunder God Sect Supreme Grand Elder Yu Lai did not know when to appear there. Seeing Gu Yun and Blood Demon King chasing Li Fuchen, Yu Lai's face suddenly flashed a fierce color, and a fist slammed into Li Fuchen. Damn! Li Fuchen didn't fight back, and the body rubbed the scarlet red fist glow. The aftermath of the fist glow made Li Fuchen slow down a lot. Yu Lai still wants to shoot. Get lost. Chapter 362. This is still Li Fuchen holding back, otherwise, this punch is enough to take Yu Lai half-life. Yu Lai was horrified. At that moment he felt the aura of death. Li Fuchen flashed from the side of Yu Lai. Hey, Gu Yun and Blood Demon King chased. This palace is too evil, let's get out of here. Yu Lai is very sullen. In the outside world, his strength is at least the top of the continent. Inside, he can't even beat a junior. It's a shame. The palace is accessible in all directions, but there is only one exit. It took Li Fuchen 3 days to find the way out. At the moment of leaving the palace, Li Fuchen within the body True Spirit revolved. Stay! After True Spirit was not restricted, Gu Yun's speed skyrocketed and punched Li Fuchen. Although this punch can't be released with True Spirit, it is still very powerful. After all, Gu Yun is shedding body realm apex martial artist. I don't know if I can block it. If it is not necessary, Li Fuchen is not willing to leave the palace. After all, once he leaves the palace, he is not an opponent of Gu Yun Blood Demon King and others. But if he doesn't leave, his strength of dragon form will be exhausted sooner or later, and there will be no hope at all. And leaving the palace, at least there is a glimmer of hope. The 2 huge stone lions at the entrance of the palace can absorb the True Spirit or Demon Chi. As soon as he left the palace, the 9 revolving purple Chi veined mark behind Li Fuchen immediately lit up. The next moment, Burning Heaven True Chi transformed into 9 revolving purple Chi, 9 revolving purple Chi transformed into Bronze Sword Chi, and immediately Bronze Sword Chi poured into the silver-scaled treasure armor. The silver-scaled treasure armor shines, and the silver scales on it squirm slightly, as if they are alive. Hong! Gu Yun punched Li Fuchen's back, and the powerful fist force raged wildly. Puff a mouthful of blood, Li Fuchen spurted out, and the speed was several times faster. Not dead. Gu Yun frowned. Although his punch, because of the inability to release True Spirit, the power is only 10% of the heyday, but it should be more than enough to kill Li Fuchen. That treasure armor must be the Earth-level treasure armor, and it is likely to be the Earth-level high-rank or even top-rank treasure armor. Gu Yun's eyes fell on the silver-scaled treasure armor on Li Fuchen's body. In his opinion, if it was only a low-tier or mid-tier Earth-grade artifact armor, it would not be able to withstand 10% of his fist strength. After all, treasure armor needs True Spirit to activate, and Li Fuchen's cultivation base is only Heavenly Dipper Realm 8th layer. Even if the cultivation technique realm is high, it is impossible to increase the defense to such a point. Unfortunately, what he doesn't know is that Li Fuchen has 9 revolving purple Chi veined mark and 6-star secret technique Bronze Sword Essence secret technique. These 2 make Li Fuchen's True Spirit quality reach the shedding body realm middle rank level. After stimulating the Earth-level middle-rank treasure armor silver-scaled treasure armor, there is still some hope to block Gu Yun's 10% fist power. If I can get my hands on this armor, I'll be invincible in the entire continent. Even the Diablo won't be able to do anything to me. Gu Yun's eyes were fiery, and his killing intent was blazing. In the face of true treasures, so what if they were from the same faction, let alone a junior? Fortunately, Li Fuchen let out a breath of relief. If it was somewhere else, he would definitely not dare to take this risk. Fortunately, it is impossible to release True Spirit or even True Spirit. As soon as True Spirit leaves the body, it will be absorbed by the Stone Lion. As a result, Gu Yun can't play the real strength at all. The True Spirit in the body can only increase the pure fist power. To know between martial artists, even close combat, in fact, True Spirit needs to be released. True Spirit is only released and transmitted to the other body, so that it can break out the most extreme lethality. Do you want to refine the transmission disk and leave Eastern Lean Continent? Li Fuchen used the fist power to shoot down the mountain. Along the way, Li Fuchen flashed a thought in his mind. As soon as this idea was born, it was like a wildfire burning up. In Eastern Lean Continent, there is no time to grow up. Only by leaving Eastern Lean Continent can he have enough time to grow up and be strong. First, refining the transmission disk. Li Fuchen took out the transmission disk again and True Spirit was ready to input it. Not good. What makes Li Fuchen's face ugly is that his true spirit has just left the body and will be absorbed by the stone lion on the top of the mountain. The stone lion seems to ignore the space distance. In addition, his palm is tightly attached to the transmission disc. As soon as true spirit leaves the body, it will be sensed by the stone lion. Also, if there is a gap that can transmit true spirit, Profound Tool Sect Supreme Grand Elder Gu Yun hit me with a punch, enough to kill me. Li Fuchen is enlightened. Without slowing down, Li Fuchen flew down the mountain. Behind, Gu Yun and Blood Demon King are chasing. The two are getting closer and closer. Dead. Blood Demon King pulled out a spike and threw it at Li Fuchen. This time he did not rely on the strength of the demon body, but on the strength of the demon chi and the demon body. The spike was as fast as lightning and the strength was as fierce as a mountain. Hey! Sparks splashed, Li Fuchen vomited blood again, and the speed increased in an instant. Although he had no time to dodge, the superb consciousness made him consciously avoid the key point, so that the attack could only hit his back. Damn, this child's consciousness is superb, and he must be stopped. Gu Yun's face is gloomy. Knowing that it was so troublesome, he should not chase Li Fuchen, but stop Blood Demon King and let Li Fuchen escape from the Black Heaven sect ruins. As long as Li Fuchen is still in numerous sect, he has countless ways to get Li Fuchen's treasure. Unfortunately, it is too late to regret. Now even if he stops Blood Demon King, Li Fuchen will hide after leaving the Black Heaven sect ruins. To the foot of the mountain. The speed of going down the mountain is many times faster than the speed of going up the mountain. After a while, Li Fuchen came to the foot of the mountain. Sprinting along the silent path, Li Fuchen saw the first fork in the road. Without any hesitation, Li Fuchen left the silent trail. The silent trail is the same as the mountain, and it is impossible to release true spirit. If you can't release true spirit, you can't refine the transmission disc. At the moment of leaving the silent trail, Li Fuchen's true spirit was smoothly injected into the transmission disc. Refining the transmission disc is very fast, and there are almost no obstacles, but it cannot be completed in a short time. Behind, Gu Yun and Blood Demon King caught up again. This time, there is no restriction for one person and one demon. Gu Yun punched out, the terrifying flame fist, as if to melt the void, madly attacked Li Fuchen. At this time, even if there are 10 Li Fuchen, they will be killed by a punch. There is no suspense. Give me a block. Li Fuchen leaped and rotated in the air, blocking the transmission disc in front of him. Hong! The flame fist hit the transmission disc, and a powerful flame true spirit invaded the transmission disc. The residual flame true spirit raged on Li Fuchen, destroying the silver-scaled treasure armor protective layer and destroying the body protection bronze sword chi. Seeing that Li Fuchen was about to be killed, the transmission disc suddenly shone and enveloped Li Fuchen. Chapter 364. Disappeared. Seeing this scene, Blood Demon King blinked. Gu Yun's face is ugly. It's a space transmission secret treasure, damn it. Secret treasure? The most precious is the space-type secret treasure. A space-type secret treasure, enough to make Eastern Lean Continent fall into a long bloody storm. Unfortunately, the person who got it is not him. Is this long-distance space transmission? Li Fuchen is very uncomfortable, but his consciousness is very clear. In the perception of consciousness, everything around is colorful brilliance, and the brilliance is twisted and stretched like a mass of paste. Originally, he couldn't refine the transmission disc in such a short time, but Gu Yun's flame true chi, powerful and incredible, penetrated the metal ball in a flash. As the metal ball was penetrated, Li Fuchen successfully refined the transmission disc and started the transmission. As if it was a moment, and as if it had been decades, Li Fuchen saw a little bit of vague brilliance. Through the brilliance, Li Fuchen saw a mountain and river land. The next moment, the light is dazzling, and Li Fuchen falls on a piece of land. Puffy hot blood spurted out, and Li Fuchen's internal organs were burned. Gu Yun's flame true chi is too strong. Even if most of the true chi is absorbed by the transmission disc, and the remaining true qi is also eliminated by the silver-scaled treasure armor and the body bronze sword qi. Li Fuchen still suffered serious internal injuries. Whether true qi can be released, the impact on Gu Yun is amazing. If it is just a pure force, even if it is much stronger, it will not make Li Fuchen suffer such a heavy injury. Flame true qi is like a tyrannosaurus, rampaging in Li Fuchen within the body. Continue, Li Fuchen must be bathed in fire and explode. Revolved burning heaven true qi, Li Fuchen quickly suppressed flame true qi. However, Li Fuchen's burning heaven true merit has reached the highest realm of the 21st layer and mastered the burning heaven merit intent, but compared with flame true qi, it is still weak. 9 revolving purple qi divine merit veined mark lit up. Li Fuchen transformed burning heaven true qi into 9 revolving purple qi, trying to suppress flame true qi. Still can't suppress. Li Fuchen's face is very ugly. Shedding body realm apex level true spirit is too terrible. Even if it is only a wisp, it is extremely difficult to expel. If he is not also cultivating the burning cultivation technique, if he is not cultivating the dragon form forging body 5th chapter cultivation to small accomplishment, the body has the power of dragon form to protect the body. At this moment, he is estimated to be dead. Open the storage pouch. Li Fuchen took out all the useful medicinal herb or medicine pill and stuffed it into his mouth. After a long time, Li Fuchen finally suppressed the flame true qi. Although it was called suppression, it was actually just to achieve a balance. In Li Fuchen's dantian, a lump of flame qi floated there. Beside it, there was a ball of sun-like true burning qi. In comparison, the amount of burning heaven true qi is more than 1,000 times that of flame true qi, but between the two, flame true qi obviously takes the initiative. Fortunately, flame true qi is in an unconscious state, and under the guidance of Li Fuchen, it gradually calms down. But in the future, Li Fuchen will not be able to use the true burning qi. Once burning heaven true qi is used, flame true qi loses its balance and will be completely rioted. What will happen then, Li Fuchen doesn't know. Gu Yun cultivation is profound level top rank cultivation technique iron refining divine merit. If it is replaced by Thunder God sect Supreme Grand Elder Yu Lai, I am already dead. Although Gu Yun's flame true qi is powerful, it is certainly not as good as Yu Lai, who cultivates the earth level low rank cultivation technique Thunder Armor divine merit. Simply speaking of true spirit intensity, Ten Gyun is not as good as Yu Lai. Calming the flame true qi, Li Fuchen began to look at the body. Now he is quite miserable, with a large burn on the body, especially on the face. Half of the face is blurred, and it looks extraordinarily terrible. Compared to the appearance, the internal injury is more serious. The internal organs are all burned, and the meridian is also broken. If there is no strength of dragon form to protect, even if it is not dead, it will become a waste at this moment. The strength of medicinal herb and the strength of medicine pill are still repairing the body, but unfortunately there is no true spirit to cooperate. The repair speed is very slow, but the strength of dragon form repairs the body very fast, but only relatively. Li Fuchen estimates that it will take at least a month to recover completely. Opening his eyes, Li Fuchen grew up and looked at the surrounding environment. Good heaven and earth origin qi. Although it is impossible to revolve true spirit, it does not prevent Li Fuchen from sensing the origin qi between heaven and earth. Compared with Eastern Lean continent, the concentration of heaven and earth origin qi here is several times higher. Between the breath, there is a trace of heaven and earth origin qi into the body. In Eastern Lean continent, you must revolve the cultivation technique to absorb heaven and earth origin qi. But the force transmission effect here seems to be much weaker. Li Fuchen's consciousness is very keen, and he analyzes many things from the bending caused by the wind blowing through the grass. In order to verify his conjecture, Li Fuchen punched into the void. Hong! The fierce fist set off a hurricane and radiated forward. Sure enough, the strength is probably weakened by several times to 10 times, and the farther the distance, the more weakened. Li Fuchen is very thoughtful. A few days passed, and Li Fuchen's injury recovered a lot. walking in the wilderness, he observed the environment of this land all the time. He found that most of the soil color of this land is red, and the nutrient content is much higher than Eastern lean continent. In addition, the natural products here are much stronger than Eastern lean continent, such as trees, such as grass, such as rocks. He suspects that growing on this land, the body will be much stronger, otherwise, it will not match the natural environment here. In the past few days, Li Fuchen's injury has recovered by 50% or 60%, and the recovery speed is twice as fast as he imagined. Li Fuchen guessed that this should also be related to the natural environment. Here, his qi and blood are much more active, and the injury is naturally recovered. It's really a cultivation holy land. Li Fuchen sighed. In Eastern Lean continent, maybe only the cultivation environment of Secret Realm can surpass here, but there must be Secret Realm here. Ride. On this day, on the spacious road, a team of people and horses came quickly. This team has more than 20 people, all of them are Heavenly Dipper Realm cultivation base, and the first 2 people, the cultivation base has reached Heavenly Dipper Realm peak. People are not mortals, and the horse is not a common horse. The horse under the crotch is very different from the horse of Eastern Lean continent. Not only does it have scales on its body, but it also has horns on its head. The aura that it exudes is a level 3 spirit beast. In the middle of this team, there is a carriage. The carriage is very luxurious and sturdy, engraved with an array pattern, which obviously has a special effect. Just as the team passed by a forest, a large group of Heavenly Dipper Realm cultivation base black-clothed men rushed out and surrounded them. Who is it, dare to stop my Luo family team? The blue-clothed old man screamed, and the Heavenly Dipper Realm peak cultivation base came out. Stop is your Luo family team. Speaking is a black-clothed man. The aura is also Heavenly Dipper Realm peak, and the 3 black-clothed men beside him are also Heavenly Dipper Realm peak cultivation base. Who are you? Next to the blue-clothed old man, azure-clothed middle-aged face dignified. He suspects that this is a planned ambush, and the target is undoubtedly Miss in the carriage. After all, Miss is a student of the Southern Forest Martial Courtyard, and the future is promising. Killing her will have a huge impact on the Luo family. Kill! The black-clothed man didn't talk nonsense, waved his hand and killed the Luo family team. Protect Mississippi blue-clothed old man and azure-clothed middle-aged pulled out their weapons and fought with many black-clothed men. For a time, the sound of chi strength bursting was endless. The blue-clothed old man is very strong, and one person alone fights 2 black-clothed men of Heavenly Dipper Realm peak cultivation base, only slightly disadvantaged, and azure-clothed middle-aged also blocked a black-clothed man of Heavenly Dipper Realm peak cultivation base. As for the other Heavenly Dipper Realm peak black-clothed man, it rushed toward the carriage. Roll! This is a short black-clothed man, only to see his hand waving. The 4 Luo family martial artists who protect the carriage suddenly fell out, seriously injured and bleeding. Boom! The next moment, the short black-clothed man slapped the carriage. The carriage shines and is unscathed. A powerful array, it seems that it is indeed Luo family Miss Luo Yen. The short black-clothed man laughed. Luo Yen is a student of the Southern Forest Martial Courtyard. He is only 27 years old and has a Heavenly Dipper Realm 5th layer cultivation base. He is expected to become a Shedding Body Realm high-rank martial artist in the future and become the overlord of Tang City. Unfortunately, today she must not leave alive. Peng peng peng. The short black-clothed man constantly attacks the carriage and consumes the power of the array. A moment passed, and the carriage array gradually dimmed. It looks like it's about to collapse. Sweet. The carriage door opened and a graceful figure swept out. Finally out. The short black-clothed man screamed and slapped over. Profound wind sword technique. The sound of a delicate rebuke sounded, and a mysterious sword shadow lingered. Boom! The sword shadow collapsed, and the graceful figure flew out. This is a beautiful young woman, and the aura of her body has reached the Heavenly Dipper Realm 5th layer. As a student of the Southern Forest Martial Courtyard, Luo Yan's innate talent is naturally strong. Although it is only a Heavenly Dipper Realm 5th layer cultivation base, It is enough to fight with the ordinary Heavenly Dipper Realm 8th layer martial artist. Unfortunately, the short black-clothed man is a Heavenly Dipper Realm peak cultivation base. How can she be an opponent? Damn, these people are targeting me. Luo Yan's face is ugly. She has been in the Southern Forest martial courtyard for several years. This time, she plans to come back for a period of time. How can she know that she will encounter an ambush? Die! A palm hit Luo Yan. The short black-clothed man is unforgiving, and then a palm shot over. Luo Yan spits out a mouthful of blood and the figure falls out. Mississippi blue-clothed old man and azure-clothed middle-aged were anxious and wanted to help, but how could their opponents let them succeed and drag them? The figure fell to the ground. Luo Yan was dispirited. Compared with the Heavenly Dipper Realm peak martial artist, she is still very poor. Is it going to die here today? Do you need help? Just then a voice came over. Luo Yan looked up and saw a disfigured young man not far away. He faintly said to her, This disfigured young man, everyone did not pay attention, because he only had a faint cultivation base aura, at most origin realm cultivation base. Ugly ghost, give me a death. The short black-clothed man naturally did not put Li Fuchen in the eyes, saw the other side was meddling, killing intent broke out, and a palm hit Li Fuchen. Be careful! Luo Yan exclaimed. Boom! Dust filled the air, the ground was scraped off a layer, and Li Fuchen was firmly hit. Chapter 365. Although you can't use True Spirit, Li Fuchen's physique can resist the full attack of Shedding Body Realm low-rank martial artist. Of course, now you can only resist the attack of Shedding Body Realm 2nd layer martial artist. In his body, there are only about 800 strands of strength of dragon form left. If the strength of dragon form is exhausted, it can only resist the full attack of Shedding Body Realm 1st layer martial artist. Despite this, an ordinary Heavenly Dipper Realm peak martial artist wants to break his defense. It is simply a daydream. This child is a body-refining martial artist, and it is still a powerful body-refining martial artist that can ignore the full attack of the ordinary Heavenly Dipper Realm peak martial artist. In the distance, the blue-clothed old man saw all this in his eyes, and his heart was secretly happy. With this child, Luo Yan's life should be safe, but I don't know the strength of this child. Old 4, don't worry about the kid, kill Luo Yan. Burly black-clothed big shout. How can he not see that Li Fuchen is a powerful body-refining martial artist? But body-refining martial artist also has a drawback, that is, the attack means are monotonous, and the strength may not be as strong as the defense. Got it, boss. Short black-clothed man is very angry, but he knows very well what the task is. The figure flashed, the short black-clothed man swept towards Luo Yan, trying to kill Luo Yan as soon as possible. When I don't exist? The short black-clothed man is fast, Li Fuchen is faster, even the strength of dragon form is not activated, Li Fuchen just activates chi and blood, the speed suddenly breaks out, and instantly intercepts the short black-clothed man. Good speed. The short black-clothed man was shocked and quickly shot a palm to Li Fuchen. Dead. Li Fuchen punched out, and the powerful strength of chi and blood gathered on the fist. The palm was penetrated, and Li Fuchen's fist continued to enlarge in the eyes of the short black-clothed man. Like a watermelon bursting, the short black-clothed man's head burst open, and the blood and brains splattered toward the rear, and the death was crisp. What, one punch killed? Blue-clothed old man azure-clothed middle-aged was shocked. The black-clothed man and the other 2 Heavenly Dipper Realm peak cultivation base were also shocked. Luo Yan is also shocked. Although Li Fuchen was disfigured, but looking at his appearance, it was impossible to be more than 30 years old. Such talent and strength were rare in the South Forest Martial Institution. Damn, withdraw. The black-clothed man was decisive and announced the retreat. In a short time, the black-clothed man withdrew, leaving only a few corpses. Thank you for saving my life, I don't know your name. Luo Yan wiped the blood from the mouth and thanked. Li Fuchen. Li Fuchen said. Young hero Li, I'm Luo Song, and this is Luo Yu. Thank you for your help just now. The blue-robed old man and the green-robed middle-aged man walked over and said gratefully, Fuchen, Luo Yen will die Fuchen Yen sect, and Patriarch Fuchen. Luo Yen is not fair. There are two reasons for Li Fuchen to save Luo Yen. The first is the heart of justice. The second is to learn about this strange continent. I Luo family Luo master, Fuchen Yun king, I sect, I heart, realm Peak Yang, realm, Li King Fuchen king. I, clan of, I Fuchen can. Emperor, Luo realm of Luo realm, emperor of master Fuchen Qin god. Hearing this, the blue-clothed old man and the patriarch also nodded. Li Fuchen has the strength to kill the ordinary Heavenly Dipper realm martial artist at a young age. It is not an ordinary person. It is also a good thing that the Luo family can make friends. Good. Li Fuchen pretended to hesitate for a moment before nodding. He can't show too obvious, otherwise, it is easy to arouse suspicion. In this way, Li Fuchen joined the convoy and went to Tang City Luo family with Luo Yen and others. Along the way, Li Fuchen learned some useful information from the words and phrases of the crowd. First of all, this is the territory of the Purple Flower Kingdom. Second, the Southern Forest Martial Courtyard is the only martial courtyard in South Forest County. If you want to enter it, you must at least have 5-star root bone. Occasionally, you will accept a few. The root bone is relatively low, but the talent potential is very amazing students. Third, the Luo family is one of the 3 major families in Tang City, and there are 2 shedding body realm martial artists in the family. Purple Flower Kingdom? Li Fuchen was surprised to know that there was a country in this continent. Eastern Lin continent used to have a country, but it was later destroyed. As an expert, no one is willing to be ruled by the country, and the country is generally hereditary, and the throne is inherited by the descendants, which is even more intolerable for the expert. This Purple Flower Kingdom should be extremely powerful. I don't know if there is any existence beyond Battle Spirit Realm. Battle Spirit Realm is definitely in this continent. Beyond the existence of Battle Spirit Realm, Li Fuchen estimates that there should be, but I don't know if the Purple Flower Kingdom has. The existence of the Purple Flower Kingdom surprised Li Fuchen, and the existence of the Southern Forest Martial Courtyard, Li Fuchen was not surprised. In Eastern Lin continent, there are also martial courtyards, but they are generally weak, basically for sect to cultivate talents. The Southern Forest Martial Courtyard has many Battle Spirit Realm expert, and the power is extremely powerful. The most surprising thing for Li Fuchen is that a Tang City actually has 3 major families, and each family has shedding body realm martial artist. What is the concept? To know that in Eastern Lin continent, there are shedding body realm martial artist forces, is already a domain master, and in this continent, there are 2 shedding body realm martial artist families, which are actually just one of the 3 major families in Tang City. And from the tone of these people, Li Fuchen heard that Luo family has 2 shedding body realm martial artists, which is not so great. It seems to be a very normal thing. I came from the outside. Your Luo family is located in Tang City? Is it a big city? Riding on the horse, Li Fuchen asked Luo Yen. In the carriage with the window open, Luo Yen shook his head. Southern Forest County has hundreds of cities. Tang City is just an ordinary city. Hear this, Li Fuchen's face is unchanged, but the bottom of the heart has already been shocked. There are hundreds of cities in a county, and each city has a shedding body realm martial artist family. Doesn't it mean that the strength of a county in this continent is comparable to the strength of the entire Eastern Lin continent? This is not counting Battle Spirit Realm expert. It's really a terrible continent. Li Fuchen secretly said in heart. Next, Li Fuchen accidentally learned that his horse is called Lin Wildebeest. Lin Wildebeest is a natural spirit beast, not a monster beast. As a level 3 spirit beast, Lin Wildebeest is not good at fighting. Speed is its strength, coupled with super endurance. The speed of the journey is no less than the general Heavenly Dipper realm martial artist. Tang City is very far away, and it took a week for the group to come to Tang City. Looking from a distance, a majestic city is entrenched on the earth. Li Fuchen estimates that the city should be several times larger than Cloud and Mist City, and maybe more. It seems that the cities of this continent are basically larger, and there are no small cities. Young hero Li Tang City is here. Blue-clothed old man Luo Song and azure-clothed middle-aged Luo Yu breathed a sigh of relief. Along the way, their minds were stretched taut, afraid that something unexpected would happen. Luo family is not in Tang City, but in the suburbs of Tang City. Living in Tang City is the Su family, the head of the 3 major families in Tang City. After a while, a group of people appeared on the high ground in front of Luo family. Li Fuchen rode on the horse and overlooked the huge building complex in front of him, which has mountains and rivers and covers a huge area, like a miniature city. Young lady and elder are back. A group of Luo family martial artists came forward to greet. Yener, you are finally back. In the Luo family building complex, a figure soared into the air and flew over. It is a shedding body realm first layer martial artist. Father. Luo Yen looked happy. The figure landed and hugged Luo Yen. This is a yellow-clothed middle-aged, looking somewhat similar to Luo Yen. Patriarch. Luo Song Luo Yu and others quickly saluted. This person is Luo family patriarch Luo Zhan. Release Luo Yen. Luo Zhan glanced at the crowd, and his eyes stayed on Li Fuchen for a few breaths, and immediately asked Luo Song, Luo Song, is it safe on the way? Hear this, Luo Song told Luo Zhan about the situation along the way, and also introduced Li Fuchen. It must be the Zhang family gang. Hey, it's best not to let me find a chance, otherwise I will have a tooth for a tooth. Luo Zhan gnawed teeth. If there is no Li Fuchen this time, the consequences are unimaginable. Said, Luo Zhan toward Li Fuchen cupped his fist. Young hero Li, thank you this time. My Luo family owes you a favor. Please stay in Luo family for a few days, otherwise it will be hard to feel at ease. Patriarch Luo is welcome. Li Fuchen cupped his fist. Young hero Li, please. Luo Zhan right hand empty, attitude sincere. With Luo Zhan and others, Li Fuchen entered Luo family. At the moment of entering Luo family, Li Fuchen felt that his body seemed to have passed through a layer of water waves, which was quite mysterious. There is actually an array protection? Li Fuchen is to understand the horror of this continent. A family in an ordinary city, there is an array protection. This heritage, even if it is not as good as Azure Billow sect, it is not much worse. Entering Luo family, a rich heaven and earth origin chi came to the face, almost more than 50% stronger than outside. The array of Luo family, in addition to the defensive array, there should be a chi gathering array. In Eastern Lin continent, only the top 10 forces have a chi gathering array, which can gather dozens of miles or even hundreds of miles of origin chi. The interior of Luo family is very magnificent. Along the way, Li Fuchen also saw a small medicine garden. In the medicine garden, all the plants are profound level medicinal herb. Eastern Lin continent is poor in resources. Profound level low and middle rank medicinal herb is very rare. Profound level high rank top rank medicinal herb is basically only in secret realm. This small medicine garden is full of profound level low rank middle rank medicinal herb. There is no profound level high rank medicinal herb, but it is also very amazing. I feel like a bumpkin. Li Fuchen smiled bitterly. Through a large pavilion, Luo Zhan stopped and said to Luo Yen, Yener, you take young hero Li around Luo family, and arrange for accommodation is also handed over to you. His father. Luo Yen smiled and said to Li Fuchen, Li Fuchen, please. Please. Li Fuchen nodded. Seeing the two leave, Luo Zhan and others walked to the Luo family hall. Welcome to Legends of Cultivation, audiobooks, where we bring ancient fantasy to life through storytelling. Follow the rise of heroes who defy fate, unlock mystical powers, and battle across celestial realms. Our audiobooks are crafted for fans of Chinese cultivation novels, filled with battles, breakthroughs, and legendary artifacts. Subscribe and be part of an unforgettable journey into the realm of immortality.